Look alive, sunshines. Welcome once again to another episode of the Red Sun Podcast, where we talk about things that matter and some others that may not. Today, we'll be talking about some serious stuff. Have any of you ever heard about something called climate change? I'm sure you have. You will need to have lived under a rock for the last decades to not know what climate change is, but have you ever asked yourselves if it will be possible to live a worthy life if climate change isn't faced? That, my dear listeners, is the question we are asking today on Red Sun. We interview different persons to learn if they have noticed any change in their common lives thanks to climate change. So here we go. First of all, let's talk some real fact, friends. You may be asking yourselves, what may be some of the consequences of climate change? Well, your old friend Luis is here to answer that. I have worked on this report for a while now, and after making some serious research, I have found some of the consequences of climate change. For example, according to our friends at the United Nations, there has been an increase of 1 degree centigrade in the average temperature of Earth since that crazy time period known as the Industrial Revolution. What this means is that in some years, if we keep rising the temperature in Earth, the planet will become a hot sauna unable to harbor life. The first signs of this imminent collapse have begun to show already. We are witnessing a change in the Earth seasons. Summer is becoming longer and hotter, while winter is becoming shorter. We can notice changes in the water cycle, with storms being more and more common, leading to floods in many cities across the world. And as if that wasn't bad enough, these floods have in turn gave mosquitoes and other lousy animals the opportunity to grow their numbers, increasing the cases of diseases like dengue and Zika. You aren't scared enough yet? Well, there is also the fact that the air we breathe keeps getting more and more polluted, poisoning the hearts and lungs of the good people on planet Earth. Worst of all, the increase in Earth's temperature has started many forest fires, which have done nothing but burn the planet's lungs, while it also intoxicates the air we breathe. Now that you have that scary context in mind, let's move on to the interviews. Hola, por favor diga su nombre.
Hola, mi nombre es Patricia Rugerio Ramírez.
Concepción Ramírez Martínez.
¿Ha sufrido de escasez de agua en el último año?
No.
Sí.
¿Sabe cómo es que el calentamiento global contribuye a la escasez de agua?
Sí.
Escasez. Sí.
¿Conoce a alguien que sufra de alguna enfermedad cardíaca o respiratoria consecuencia de la mala calidad del aire en la ciudad?
Sí, principalmente respiratorio.
Sí.
¿Sabe cuáles son las causas de las contingencias ambientales que la ciudad atravesó este año?
Sí. Incendios forestales, contaminación del agua, de mares por hidrocarburos y basura, así como el uso desmedido de plástico.
Pues lo de los incendios, ¿no?
¿Actualmente está tomando acciones como viajar de transporte público o en bicicleta para reducir las emisiones de gases de efecto invernadero?
No.
No.
¿Ha notado algún incremento en la fauna nociva como mosquitos en su área?
No.
No.
¿De qué manera afectan su vida las inundaciones en la ciudad?
El aumento de baches y calles inundadas por la basura en las coladeras.
No, pues no.
De acuerdo. Muchas gracias por su participación. And there you have it, my friends. These testimonies do nothing but confirm what we already knew. that climate change is already taking its toll on the life of the common citizens like you and me. We have learned a lot here. For example, we know of the consequences of climate change on the city, from small annoyances like having holes on the streets to more severe consequences like developing sicknesses related to the bad quality in the air. We have also learned a lot from the people we interviewed. For instance, we now know that older people usually don't know the causes of these problems, but they do know the consequences. This means that it is important to raise the awareness on the causes and how to solve this problem if we are to face it head on. Now, my friends, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for tuning in for this special report on climate change. I hope you learned a lot and that you can find a way to implement changes in your life to help fight this problem and ensure that our children and our grandchildren will have a future and a planet to live on. And remember, in the future, when our planet becomes a giant desert and the sun shines and burns everything on its way, you will be gone, but what you did will always be remembered. Here's Luis, signing off. Thank you for listening to the Red Sun, and good night and good luck.